So as you can see, I changed my shower poof because that's recommended at least every 2 weeks. I got them elbows on point because we can't have them looking cracked and ashy like they need help, like they need some milk. A lot sweeter, a lot more like chocolate, like a Hershey. Okay. Oh. Hey guys, Jess here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a cocoa butter scented hygiene shower routine. I'm noticing that you guys are really liking these, so I'm just going to continue with a different scent each time. For those of you that are already a part of the family, I'd like to thank you very much. However, if you are not, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell as well. So without further ado, I will not hold you any longer. So we're going to start here with the lineup of what I have. All cocoa butter scented with the exception of the perfume oil. So I got everything set up here, and you know it's not a routine unless we start with taking care of the lower nether region with Summer's Eve nighttime cleansing wash. And it's also not a scented shower routine without me waving my hands in the air. It ain't came yet. Caress cocoa butter and oat milk. That is a Family Dollar exclusive. You can only find it at a Family Dollar store. So check locally where you are, no matter what state you're in. So as you can see, I changed my shower poof because that's recommended at least every 2 weeks, I think. And you can see that I am a generous body wash user. I'm heavy-handed. I'm a heavy-handed gal when it comes to products, for those of you that don't know. There we go. So of course it would not be a routine, as I was saying earlier, if there were no type of hand motions and dancing in the shower. That's part of what makes the experience fun. I mean, there's creating these themes of a shower routine based off of a scent, but then you gotta have some fun with it. You can't just be out there like, well, today we're using Summer's Eve, and then we're using the body wash, and then the lotion, and then spraying. That's it. Boring much? You have to make it fun. You have to put personality and who you are into it. This is what I love. I love making and creating themes out of things like this. So that's one of the most fun parts for me. I tell you what, cocoa butter doesn't smell exactly like chocolate, but it's sampled from chocolate. Now we're going in with moisturization that we're done showering. So this is from Palmer's Cocoa Butter, and as you can see, the texture I want you guys to see is more, it's a bit thicker. It's like beeswax, and I think that is the base of it. So we got them elbows on point because we can't have them looking cracked and ashy like they need help, like they need some milk. And we're finishing with perfume oil. And I am dressed. So since this is done at night, I will see you guys in the morning. So something I want to leave with you guys. I just want to remind you guys to just take your mental health seriously. Take your overall mental health seriously. It is the most important thing in the world for you to look after your well-being. Even if others do, you make sure that you set the tone for care of your well-being. That being said, see you guys in the morning. So about this cocoa butter scented hygiene routine. There are 2 products within here that I use for the brown sugar scented routine. But now, since I have a body wash that's specifically that cocoa butter scent, just a little bit, this is what prompted me to create a completely separate scented routine on its own just for the cocoa butter scent. So first things first, this wasn't out when I first did the brown sugar scented routine. This is what allowed me to make this cocoa butter scented hygiene shower routine. So we have Caress here, cocoa butter and oat milk. I did not know they had that in the works, and this is a Family Dollar exclusive. So that means the only place you could find this is at your local Family Dollar. Not every single one of them will have it, and the ones that do, they might be low on supply. I just so happened to stumble upon my local Family Dollar, and the first one I went to, they had plenty. This is what started off everything. I will say this about this body wash without giving away my detailed review I already have on my channel, is that this does not smell like chocolate. Cocoa butter, Hershey, and a warm glass of oat milk. That's what this does smell like. Give it another whiff. That started off everything. Even though that oat milk takes over just a little bit of that cocoa butter scent, it's still enough of that cocoa butter scent for you to notice that it's there. It's just not full on blast cocoa butter. That oat milk is there to sort of dilute it, balance it out so it isn't so sweet, but it's still there. That's what I did notice. Now next, this has been my favorite. Now I didn't start off with using Palmer's cocoa butter formula in the jar. I started off using a brand, and I'll pop it up on the screen on either side. Dax, D as in Delta, A as in Apple, X as in Xylophone. That was my #1 favorite I started out when I started developing my hygiene shower routine back when I was a teenager. So it's been a hot minute. I used to put on that cocoa butter from head to toe, you hear me? And smell like it for days, even till the next day. That's how much I used to use it. And so when I run out of those jars and I couldn't find the Dax brand in the jar, I went straight to Palmer's. Now Palmer's, it isn't the same as Dax, no shade to Palmer's, but it comes a little close. It's less greasier, and it has more of that cocoa butter smell than anything. I will say this about the Dax brand, that it smelled a whole lot more chocolatey than the Palmer's. That is what I do remember. A lot sweeter, a lot more like chocolate, like a Hershey. Okay. So I followed up with this, and I knew that this was just going to seal in whatever body wash I was going to use. I didn't need a lotion. This is more of a solid type of consistency when you put it on your skin, and it's going to stick along with putting that scent there on your skin. I walked out the bathroom, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. And I did. You could smell like something edible. And depending on the formulation of the product, you'll be fine. It won't irritate your skin. It won't do any of that. And this also has vitamin E in this as well. And lastly, I use this for the brown sugar scented hygiene routine, but I'm using it for this as well. The Perfume Oil Amber Romance from Sweet Essentials. So that is basically the best dupe that I've found that mimics Victoria's Secret's Amber Romance before they changed it, before this 2021 version. This smells the closest to the 2014 version that I remember and fell in love with. So I chose this to finish it off because I didn't have any cocoa butter scented type of perfumes or mist. No chocolatey smelling type of perfumes or perfume oils. So I said, this is the closest to it. And it already smells like baked goods. So why not combine something that smells like baked goods with something that smells like chocolate? Okay. I will say this. Combining all three of these together was the best thing ever. This is the first time that I have actually put all these three things together just to see if they'll even work together really well. And when I walked out of there, I mean, I smelled like baked goods and a little bit of chocolate like brownies, just a little bit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my cocoa butter scented hygiene shower routine. And until next time, and until the next video,